Hi, welcome to day 3 of our 30-day yoga challenge, Inwards. Today we are focused on my favourite thing, the breath. I don't know about you, but I think the breath is a great way to learn more about ourselves, to discover. It's like a little portal that takes us inwards and can teach us so many things. I love everything about the breath, from the way it feels to breathe to the way we can adjust the breath to suit our needs, through different breathwork practices that help us feel energized, to slowing down, to helping us get to sleep at night. I think it's pretty magical, and it's so incredible that we don't have to focus on it, but we naturally do it. But when we choose to focus on it, we can adjust it to work for us. So I love the breath, and I'm excited to share this practice with you today. And we're going to start today by coming through some breath awareness. So we're actually going to start on our backs. So just finding yourself in a comfortable laying down position. And you might walk your feet as wide as the mat and just allow the knees to drop in on one another. And then you might take your hands either to your belly, or one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. Whichever feels best for you here today. And then simply begin to tune into your breath. How does it feel to breathe in your body in this moment today? Notice how you're breathing. Are you breathing through your nose or through your mouth? We're not here to adjust or change the breath at all. We're just simply here to witness it, to see where it's at in this moment. What is the speed of your breath? Maybe you've had a jam-packed day and it's been busy and you've been on the go, so the breath is a little faster. Or maybe the day has been really calm, smooth and flowing, and the breath is a little slower. However it is, just witness it, observe it. Say hello to it. Get to know it. Now notice if there's any pauses or fluctuations within the breath. Maybe it's just smoothly going in and out of the body. Where it's at, know that it's okay. We're just simply taking this moment to watch it. Now notice where your breath is landing within your body. Is your breath coming down to your stomach, to your chest, or to your ribs? Where can you feel the breath the most? Allowing this moment to be an awakening yourself to what is going on with your breath? Giving yourself insight here. Now as you come into your next couple of rounds of breath, follow it. Follow the breath moving through your body. So when you breathe in through your nose or your mouth, follow that breath as it comes in down the back of your nostril, down the back of your throat, into the body, flowing down into the lungs. Feeling each movement as the breath makes its way in and out of the body. And then beginning to let go of the breath. Just coming back into the space that you're in, noticing where you're laying down. And then when you're ready, beginning to walk those feet in under the knees, and then bringing the knees into the chest and wrapping your arms around your legs. You might take a gentle rock side to side, just waking the body up. And then taking your arms out to a T beside you and dropping those knees to the right side. Gaze can come out over that left shoulder. Before bringing the knees up to center on an inhale and exhaling to the left side. We're going to move with our breath today in this practice. Joining the movements in the breath. So working at your pace, at your breath's pace. Coming back through center in an inhale, bringing the hands behind the knees, and we're just going to begin to rock ourselves up and down the spine. Coming through 3 rocks before coming up to sit. Good. And just before we move on to some more poses, we're going to come to some Ujjayi breath. Now the Ujjayi breath is going to really carry us through our practice today. So sitting up tall, lengthening through the spine, crown of the head towards the roof, and then taking your hand and just placing it in front of your mouth. And we're going to begin by taking a lovely big inhale. And then as we exhale, we're going to blow air onto our hand as if we're blowing air onto a mirror, trying to fog it up. So taking a deep breath in and exhaling through the mouth, blowing air as if you're blowing on a mirror. So beginning to activate that back of the throat. Creating a slight restriction there as if you're sending fog onto a pane of glass. One more. Now continuing this, as we continue, we're going to breathe in, but the next time we exhale, we're going to close our mouth, but keep that sensation of that slight constriction of at the back of the throat. So we're creating a sound like. So your inhales, and then your exhale. The exhale is the real focal point here. So we're inhaling naturally and exhaling as if blowing air on that fogging up a mirror, but with our mouth closed. We're going to carry this Ujjayi breath right throughout our practice today. Each time we come into down dog or child's pose, I want you to come back to this breath. So taking one more round here, inhaling and exhaling, blowing out mirror on that glass, but with the mouth closed. Beautiful. From here, rocking over onto your hands and knees. Coming into a tabletop position, sending the right leg back, lifting the leg from the hip, and then creating a long line right from the crown of the head out that back right foot. As you exhale, round through the spine, bring the knee towards the nose. Inhale, reach it long. Exhale, knee to nose. Moving with your breath here. And one more time, taking it long, exhale, bringing it in, then stretching the leg long, bending the knee, and opening up through the chest a little more. So that knee, the foot is pointing up towards the ceiling, open through the chest. Beautiful. Exhale, release. Sending the left leg back, lifting the foot up. Exhale, bringing the knee towards the nose. Moving with your breath here. So inhale long, exhale knee to nose. Allowing your breath to create the pace that you move. Taking the leg long, bending the knee, pointing that foot up towards the ceiling, opening through the chest. And releasing down. Grounding down into that left hand and lifting the right hand up, opening to the right side. Exhale, sweep the arm under. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, right arm under left shoulder. Inhale, sweeping up. And exhale, sweeping the hand under, lowering that right ear to the mat. Right shoulder down to the mat too. You can keep your left hand here or you can walk your hand forward towards the top of the mat. Tuning into the breath here. Walking that left hand back, grounding down into the hand, lifting up, opening to the right side, and exhale, planting the hand on the mat. Inhale, ground down into that right hand, open up through the left. Exhale, sweep that left hand under. Inhale, opening to the side. Exhale, sweeping under. Inhale and open. Exhale, sweep that arm under. Left ear, left shoulder to the mat. Walking that right hand forward and breathing here. Tuning in, listening to your breath. Walking that right hand back, grounding down into the right hand and opening up to the left side of the room before planting the hand back on the mat. Walking the hands forward a handprint, tucking your toes and sending the hips up to the sky for down dog. So first downward dog of the day. So you might walk your dog a little, moving your hips side to side. Getting to know this down dog. And then when you're ready, really bending through the knees, really allow the spine to lengthen here. Send those hips up towards the sky and then slowly beginning to straighten through the legs. Come back to that Ujjayi breath as if we're blowing air on a pane of glass. Allow your breath here to be really audible. Then inhaling the right leg and exhale, step it between the hands. Lower that left knee to the mat. Become light on the fingertips and open through the front of the chest. Hands can come to that right knee, lifting up. Allow those shoulders to drop down away from the ears. Breathing here. Then releasing the hands to the mat. Tucking those back toes under and stepping back through plank. Holding plank here a breath. Then lifting the hips, pushing back to down dog. Coming back to that Ujjayi breath. And now if you don't get it straight away, if it doesn't feel like it's coming natural, that's okay. Practice. It's just about practice. And if you need to go back to opening the mouth and acting as if you're blowing air on that pane of glass, you can do that too. Make it work for you. On your next inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, step it between the hands. Lower that right knee. Open up through the chest. Hands can come to that left knee as you lift up higher still. And releasing the hands to the mat, stepping back to plank. Lifting the hips for down dog. On your next inhale, we're going to bend the knees, look between the hands, and then step forward. Find a half lift, lengthen through the spine, create a long spine, long line with the back. Lower down on your exhale, then grounding down into your feet as you inhale, reaching the arms up overhead, and exhale, hands to heart center. Pausing here, tune back in with the breath. You can close your eyes and allow the breath to be your guide. On your next inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, allow that inhale to lift you up halfway and release down as you exhale. Plant the hands and step back to plank. Now you can lower the knees here, or you can come through your chaturanga. So if you're lowering the knees, lower them down to the mat. Coming down halfway for chaturanga, push through and up for cobra, and exhale back to down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, bringing the knee between the hands and stepping the foot forward. Lifting up into high lunge. Breathing here. Opening up through the chest. Coming back to that Ujjayi breath. Lowering the hands down to the mat, lowering the back knee to the mat. Low lunge, light on the fingertips, open through the chest. Now from here we're going to sink those hips back over that back knee and lift up the toes for half splits. So lengthen through the spine here and then slowly folding forward, allowing your exhales to be the guide to come into the pose. Can you lengthen that spine a little longer? Rolling that foot forward, coming back through your low lunge, light on the fingertips here. Then planting the hands and stepping back to plank. Lowering your knees, coming down halfway in chaturanga, push through for cobra. Exhale, down dog. Ujjayi breath. Lifting the left leg as you inhale, bringing the knee into the center between the hands as you exhale. Stepping the foot forward and lifting up for a high lunge. Breathing here, come back to that Ujjayi breath. Shoulders down away from the ears. Bringing the hands back to the mat, lowering that back knee. Low lunge, open up through the chest, light on those fingertips. Now sinking those hips back, lifting those front toes for half splits. Inhale and lengthen, exhale, fold over that leg. Allowing the exhale to be your guide. Rolling forward, coming back through that low lunge, tucking the back toes, stepping back through plank. Now again, you can always come to your knees or come through your chaturanga, lifting up for cobra, and exhale back to down dog. Connect to that Ujjayi breath. Right leg lifts on an inhale. Exhale, step it forward. Low lunge. Oops, lost my hairpiece. Keeping that back leg lifted and then lifting up for high lunge. Taking the hands, clasping them behind the back and opening through the chest. Breathing here. Now from here, we're going to unclasp the hands, come back through that low lunge, so dropping that back knee, opening through the chest and breathing here. Sink those hips back, lifting that front foot, half splits. Rolling that foot forward, lifting the back knee, stepping back to plank. Come through your chaturanga, lifting up for cobra. Exhale back, down dog. Ujjayi breath here. Allowing that breath to be audible. Left leg lifts. Exhale, knee between hands and step it forward. Low lunge. Keeping that back knee lifted in this lunge. Then lifting up for high lunge. Reaching the arms overhead. And then taking the hands behind the back, clasping the fingers, opposite pinky on the bottom here to what we did last time, and open through the chest. Releasing the hands, planting them on the mat, lowering that back knee, low lunge on the fingertips here. Sinking those hips back, lifting that front foot, half split. Rolling forward, tucking those back toes, stepping back to plank. Coming down through your chaturanga, lifting up through your cobra, and exhale back to down dog. Ujjayi breath. Bend the knees, look between the hands and step forward. Coming into your half lift. Exhale, fold over the legs. Ground down through the feet, reaching the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Pausing. allowing the breath to come and go. Just witnessing it here. On your next inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, folding over the legs. Find your half lift on an inhale, then plant your hands and step back through plank. Lower down halfway for chaturanga. Lift up for cobra and exhale back to down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg. And we're going to take the right knee behind the right wrist for pigeon pose. Sinking the hips down. So your right foot is coming behind the left wrist. Some people can get it parallel. I cannot, and I probably never will, and that is okay. So just allow that left foot to come anywhere between that left wrist and that left hip. Wherever it feels good is where you should go to. Allow the hips to sink down. Open up through the chest on an inhale and exhale, fold forward. You can stay here on your elbows, or you might like to bring one hand on top of the other and rest the head down. Breathe in here. Allow each exhale to be a space where you can let go a little more. As you inhale, lift up, walking the hands back to the mat, tucking those back toes and lifting back up to down dog. You can take that right leg, give it a little bend, a little stretch, whatever feels good for you here, before releasing it down to your down dog. Come back through that Ujjayi breath. Then lifting that left leg up. Exhale, left knee behind left wrist. Sinking down for your pigeon pose. Inhale, open up through the chest. And exhale, folding forward. Allowing that breath to help you into the poses. On your next inhale, grounding down into the hands, lifting up. And from here, we're just going to sink our hips down onto the left side and swing our right leg around, bringing it to the front. Bringing the arms out in front of you and exhale, roll down that spine, coming to rest on your back. Walking those feet in under the knees, grounding down into the feet, grounding down into the hands and lifting the hips up off the mat. Holding here and just coming back to that breath. Then releasing the hips down to the mat. Bringing the knees into the chest and taking any final movements you need here. Before releasing the feet down, taking the legs long and arms come down beside you. So your time for Shavasana. So let go of the breath thoughts here. Let go of intentions about what you need to do next. Just simply be in this moment. Beginning to lengthen the inhales and the exhales. Taking some movements through the fingers and the toes. And allowing those movements to get bigger through the wrists and the ankles. Taking the arms and stretching them overhead. Taking a nice full body stretch. Before bending the knees and rolling onto your right side. Pausing here for a moment just to find gratitude for something that's happened today. And then making your way up to seated position. Bringing the hands together in front of the heart. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed this practice focused on the breath and that you've got to know your breath a little bit deeper. Bringing the hands to the forehead, reminding us to have clear and loving thoughts. Hands to the heart center, reminding us to have clear and loving intentions. And hands to the mouth, reminding us to have clear and loving communications. Thank you for breathing with me today. Thank you for moving with me today. Namaste. If you enjoyed this practice, then please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this or complete the 30-day yoga challenge, then hit the subscribe button and follow along for the journey. If you want notifications of when the videos drop, then hit the notification bell. I hope you enjoyed this practice, that you've gotten to know your breath a little bit more, and that we may continue to do so, turning inwards. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.